All right, so the Union Arena Nationals are right around the corner, and we're going to be here to tell you what decks we expect to see. So we have some obvious decks, our own personal picks, and some sleeper decks that could surprise some people. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex, captain of GG Haven's Union Arena team, and we have the rest of the team here today with me. So we have Squigie, aka Luigi.
Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going?
We have Loafy, aka Sean.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
And last but not least, we have BulgyMilk, aka Robert.
Howdy.
All right, so before we get into the video, if you like this type of content, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you're looking for more UA and TCG content, be sure to subscribe. But with that said, let's get right into the video. So first round, we're going to start with the obvious decks. Luigi, what do you have for us?
So, I've got obviously the one that just came out, Eva Spear from the most set that just came out. I just think that it is going to be there at Nats. People are joking around saying that it is going to be an Ava rare battle at Nats. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see what happens when we get there.
Yeah, the deck does seem kind of broken, honestly. A lot of big bodies, a lot of combo cheats.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. What about you, Bulgy?
Red Kenshin is like the obvious thing. It's still a good deck. Still just does those nutty turns where you push back their attacker and swing like 6 times, and that's enough to beat anything, honestly.
Especially on the pop-off turns where you can just get like 2 double attackers in, the other 2 attackers for a total of 6. It's kind of hard to
it's
catch
crazy.
up in the early game.
It's got protection, it's
Very
got draw,
explosive.
bottom decks things, so you get around 1 sideline effects. Like,
Yeah,
good overall.
for sure. Yeah, what about you, Sean? What you got?
My pick, I kind of went similar with Squeegee here. I think that Ava is going to be very prevalent, being the new set that just released right before Nats. The pick that I'm going with is Purple Willy. So it's the other purple deck that it could also be built from Ava. I think even though it was one of the decks that got hit, probably with the biggest nerf with the 2 cost Mary not being printed in North America. But I think the nerf was for good reason. When I tested against Ava before it was released with a full strength, the deck looked insane. I feel like it has a variety of tools to deal with different scenarios in the meta.
For sure. And yeah, the nerf was kind of interesting because like people primarily thought it was going to be Purple Spear that got the nerf, and just we all kind of got sidewinded with the Purple Willy nerf instead. So should be interesting to see how that affects Nats. But I do agree. I think Purple Willy will have quite a bit of playership.
Although it was fun in the, I guess, couple of weeks before Ava released, figuring out what card was going to be banned in the set. So many people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be the zero cost Shinji. It's gonna be the draw one trash one that's gonna get banned." But
the majority of people did think. Yeah, majority of people thought it was just going to be a double purple spear nerf. Like, just remove Shinji, remove the 1 cost Masato, and then the deck's just like fine. But alas, was not the case. It's still broken.
It goes to show you can never really tell what Bandai is going to do with the game and what direction they're going to head.
Oh, please let that be a good thing, though.
Yeah. What about you, Alex? What is your go-to pick?
Yeah, so my first pick is also a set that recently released, but kind of got overshadowed because of Eva. So this is Green GGO, so Volume 2 of Sword Art. I think Xenon and the additional Xenon raids specifically give a huge bolster to the offensive capability of the deck. And it's one of those decks where the special isn't just a traditional pop. It not only gives a BP boost, it gives Xenon Snipe and draw a card. So you have the ability to go over 5k, you have the ability to snipe important targets on the board, which is effectively a pop, and it has impact, and you get hand advantage. So seems like there's a lot there. Generally sounds like it has a total package. It also has a searcher. So I'm assuming at the very least some people will probably play Green GGO, and I'm assuming again it will probably have some decent placements. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Just better Karapika, right?
Like beyond compare.
Yeah.
Not even close. Yeah,
Rest
for
in
sure.
peace to Karapika players.
Yeah, that deck fell off. What a tragedy. Oh well. All right. In that case, round 2, we're going to be going over our personal picks for Nats. So this isn't necessarily what we want to be bringing, but we personally, genuinely believe that this deck will have to show up. Not because it's broken, but because of whatever other reason we may see. So, Luigi, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I think Renji Rush or some variant of Renji Rush might be there. I still think it's a very consistent deck. It does spit out a lot of 4K bodies. That Renji double damage, if you see it early, can be devastating. It can't get over the 5K bodies like GGO with the Kirito or like Spear Ava with the raid. Sorry, but I still think that because your energy ceiling is only 4, I still think it can be good and can be competitive in the current meta.
Fair. I think we have seen a lot of Renji Rush, like, from other players and other regionals, even during metas where we're just like, yeah, there's no way Bleach does well. So it's probably a safe bet.
Yeah. I've also seen some Byakuya variants running around, so
Yeah.
there is that as well that can be there at Nats, but only time will tell, I guess.
Yeah. Although let's be real, Purple Willy is essentially just better Byakuya.
Yikes!
Agreed.
Ouch! That hurts right in the feels, man. Right in the feels.
Alrighty, Sean, what about you? What's your pick number 2?
So my pick number 2, it's gonna be Red Kenshin as well, along with Bulgy's pick number 1. I think the only reason people will shy away from Red Kenshin is because Eva's and SAO is now out and they're just tired of playing the deck, but I very much believe the deck still has legs. It can still do what it really wants to do, which is just have explosive turn 3s and put your opponent on immense pressure with the aggro. And yeah, I think that's still going to be really relevant. It's still going to give a lot of decks trouble that want to stack up energy lines and build really high. So yeah, I feel like that's still definitely a deck you should watch out for, because the other thing is Red Kenshin players, they've gotten a lot of practice, right? The last 2 regionals that happened before Nats was riddled with just Kenshin players. So these guys have been putting in the games. If they're going to be bringing Red Kenshin to Nats, you better expect that they definitely know how to play the EVA matchups. So yeah, that's going to be my second pick.
Yeah, definitely a good call, especially considering like a lot of the meta decks now are kind of inching towards higher energy lines. And if they need 7 energy in the back and you're just constantly removing their energy line, it can get really frustrating.
Yeah, I also just feel that like when you go up against a Red Kenshin player, you always kind of have to change the way you play just with how they can manipulate your energy line and all that sort. So that's being a Red Kenshin player, you could always have that edge against your opponent. If they don't know how to play with their energy properly, they can just make one mistake and then their energy line's ruined.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, and Bulgy, give us your pick number 2.
Well, my pick number 2 is Toguro. I think this deck is fantastic. It's got really big bodies, lots of draw power. It's got a 5K that when it hits the board, kills something, has damage 3 and impact. So it's always taking value. You can get it out pretty quickly too if you get the right hand, and just make sure you get your energy up there and you're good to go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, it's like the elder brother is the 0 cost that reduces the younger brother cost or something like that?
Yep. If you sack or bounce the elder brother, it reduces the cost of the raid by 2, so it becomes 6 cost instead of 8 cost. And it stacks, so if you get 2 of them out in the same turn, you can raid it for 4, which is kind of crazy. I've done it before.
Oh, that's gross.
Yep.
That's kind of cool if you can play like a 4 cost 5K pop 4K, damage 3, impact 1. That does sound kind of nasty.
It also reduces their whole board by 1,000.
It's like
Ooh.
Gwaine and Lancelot fused together.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick too against Purple Eva, because like you
And
reduce.
it has
their 5K
damage
by
3 is a
4K.
lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Ugh. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, in that case, let's go with pick number 3 for everyone, and this is probably like this will be the more interesting set of picks. I think people have to justify this this one. Oh, actually, sorry. Before I get
before we go, we didn't even hear our own captain's second pick.
Yes,
what's your
you're
second
right,
pick
you're right.
here? What's your second pick?
Yes, you're correct. My second pick is my personal favorite deck, and probably the only reason I got into Union Arena in the first place. So, Yellow Mina, Reno. So it's going to be Yellow Kaiju number 8. I think that deck is still really solid, really underplayed in our meta. For some reason, no one in North America wants to play it. I think we had one top 16 finish, and that was it. But still an incredible deck. A little lower to the ground than most. Very aggressive, but it takes advantage of being able to sleep units, keep them stunned, and of course the yellow color trigger, which is the best color trigger in the game. That is just objective fact. It is the only deck that gets to abuse it as hard as yellow can possibly do. So for sure, that is my second pick.
Yeah, the resting is devastating in the current meta right now. So yeah, that is definitely a really good second pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I look at Yellow Mina is kind of like the epitome of what a yellow deck does, just based off what the color trigger does. Like there's just like Alex said, there's just no other deck that kind of takes advantage of that color trigger as best as Yellow Mina.
Like what Nobara wanted to be, but didn't.
Right. Correct
Don't
again.
throw shade on my JJK, please. Let me cope.
I'm a big JJK fan, but it's just Nobara ain't it, buddy.
You're not wrong. It hurts, but you're not wrong. Alrighty. In that case, we'll move to our third picks, and these third picks are going to be our sleeper picks. So these are decks that are not traditionally seen as meta. These are decks that most people will probably not have played or played against, but we still think has some niche scenario at Nats. So, Luigi, take it away. What's your pick 3?
My pick 3 is going to be Toto. That is my sleeper pick. I still think it can disrupt the meta. The swap mechanic is by far the best disruption to any deck that runs high energy cost. And not to mention, because of Mechamaru, Toto finally got a good support. That impact, as long as Mia was on the board, mind you, that impact is very, very helpful early and late game.
All right, so before we go on, you want to tell me how much Div paid you to pick Toto as your third pick?
No, no.
Like 99% certain Div had to have influenced this one.
Look, listen, when I started playing UA back when I attended the JJK release event, I just loved how Toto played and how it just completely disrupted every deck that relied on energy generation. So that holds that deck is like a special place in my heart and not to mention, you know, Div did do really well with it on top of that. So it's just a nice little hit home deck because it's where I started and like the first deck I built playing UA.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by JJK, but we all love JJK here apparently.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sean, give us pick 3. What you got?
So for my pick 3, after looking at a bunch of decks, I think the deck that I'm going to go with is Blue Bleach from Volume 2, specifically the Blue Ichigo. I think it was a little bit overlooked or not well performing in the previous metas because the meta was so removal heavy. If you looked at just the decks that was like running the scene before these new sets, it was like Gwaine. You had Sukuna that if you just saw all of its fingers would just snipe you with a Yuji bounce. There was Lancelot, Byakuya, Squad Zero, just a ton of removal in the meta that was dominating. So it kind of overshined Blue Ichigo because it wasn't able to keep its bodies. But I think my meta read now is all the top decks are more trending towards multi-attackers that are very big and very tall decks. And I feel like the Blue Ichigo deck just has a lot of tools to deal with a variety of situations. Granted, it probably does take a very good pilot to play optimally at any given situation, but you have stuff like the Orihime that just protects from any character when played. So when you look at stuff like Willy that just wants to negate you all the time, like you can just protect your best bodies, along with like Kenshin pushback, you can protect your most prioritized bodies. And then you also have multi-swingers, where you can choose multi-swingers that can't be blocked by jumps, or you can choose multi-swingers that can't be blocked by big bodies. So you really just have an entire toolbox to work with. And yeah, if you just see the right tools with any given matchup, I think you'll have a good shot.
The Orihime might also protect from triggers.
True. So just like
Yes.
a ton of tools just to work with, I feel like.
Okay, so clarity's sake here then, are we including the Rukia or not including the Rukia? Because I've seen both builds.
No
Ooh.
Rukia.
I'll be honest, when I tested against it, I was facing a list without Rukia, and it seemed to do really well. I was facing a very good player that I felt was piloting the deck correctly, and yeah, they opened my eyes to it. They showed me that like whatever I'm trying to do, they could have an answer to it if they see the right cards. So I would go with more of a less Rukia, just full Ichigo type list.
Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting, because we have like decks that do focus on sleep in our picks, and Rukia technically is a deck that like sleeps, but
Yeah, forever.
yeah.
But you have to make sure that there's a 2 AP cost on the front line though. If I'm not
Right,
mistaken,
right. I
So-
guess
Yeah.
that is kind of annoying to have that.
Yeah.
The other
it's
problem with the
very-
Rukia is that if it gets pushed back to the back line, the effect ends.
Yes.
So
And
really
they get
bad
to immediately
intervention.
stand, apparently, which I did not know.
Oh, I did not know
I
that.
don't know if that's correct.
Apparently, it is not on checkup that they restand. Apparently, it's immediately on restand.
Really?
I can double check that, but that is what I've
Well,
been told.
I know
did
if the
not
Rukia
realize
gets killed, the thing stays rested until the end of
Mhm.
the turn or the beginning of the turn.
that. Oh, okay.
Or if you hit
So,
active.
I would assume it works the same. It would work the
Okay.
same way.
In that case, all the more reason to not play the Rukia, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want the Rukia, trust me. Ichigo can do just fine on his own. Maybe a little help from Renji.
Fair. Alrighty. Bulgy, give us your pick number 3.
I may have misunderstood this assignment slightly. I picked Green Saitama. Because Green Saitama is probably
Let's go.
my favorite deck in the entire game, and it has been since it came out. I think Green Saitama is just a great deck. Can hold its own against pretty much anything. Struggles a little bit with fast aggro, but depending on the hand, you can get there for sure. I've played Saitamas on turn 4 before, and it just... I mean, I go with Serious Punch, so maybe that's the way you should be doing it.
Green
Love it,
Saitama
love it.
on turn 4 sounds gross.
That's
Yeah,
Absolutely
disgusting.
gross.
That's disgusting.
I was playing some games against Yellow Eva the other day, and it's a really bad matchup for Yellow Eva. I'll just say that, because they really want their triggers to be going off, and you just don't attack them.
That is
You
a
don't
very
need
fair
to.
point.
That's
And
funny.
then you just play Saitama and Serious Punch their Misatos away, and then you kill them.
That's actually so
See,
funny.
I've always been a big believer of Green Saitama. Actually lent the deck to a friend of mine on a whim because they were like, all right, day of, let's go to Gatineau Regionals and we'll play it. He bubbled out of Nats, but he had the correct record for it. Since then, I've been like, all right, Green Saitama's probably somewhat okay.
Wait, is he the guy that beat me in the last round?
I don't know, maybe.
Because I lost to a Green Saitama in the final round of that tournament.
It was him.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
Probably wasn't. Probably only 1 or 2 players.
I think there was only
running-
one
It wasn't
other
me.
Green Saitama. There was one other Green Saitama in the room.
Yeah,
That's great.
he
All
just
right,
had the
and,
perfect hand.
Yeah, I mean, if they hit it, right?
Yeah. I knew it was going downhill when he played 2 Genesis turn 3.
Ooh.
I was like, yeah, this game's over.
Alrighty. And then for me, my last pick, the sleeper pick, is actually from the Nikkei set. We're we're gonna go with Yellow
Ooh.
Modernia and Rappy.
Oh.
So this is kind of an interesting deck. It's traditional combo deck, but it also has a lot of ability bonuses. So Modernia is able to recover memories, which are event cards from your discard, and then on attack, it discards however many event cards you have in your hand, times 1,000 will pop a body. So it's base 1,000 plus 1,000 for each event you throw away. Let's say you throw away 4 event cards, that's a 5k pop on attack. Modernia itself is what recovers these memories, so she is effectively a guaranteed 5k pop as long as you have the memories. Rappy is a event searcher raid that has impact, so it can find the memories for you. And all variations of Marion are either searchers for memories or some form of recovery. So basically it's just a huge loop of here's all the memories, use all the memories, pop all the bodies, and repeat. Which could be pretty good in the meta if you find all the cards. It does require you to find all the memories, so pray that you hit it all. But again,
Mhm.
yellow color, so best color trigger in the game. Never a bad thing.
Yes, I will say that I did do a Nikkei rare battle recently where this yellow Rappy Modernia was very prevalent, and my opponent did see 3 memories by turn 3 and just continued to raid Modernia consecutively every turn and just pop every body that came out, and it did seem a little bit oppressive at that point.
Same like Green Saitama, if they see it, they see it, and you just gonna scoop it
Yeah,
up.
not much you can do in those scenarios.
Yep. That's funny. All right, well, that is all of our picks for our top 3, what we thought would be good, what we personally enjoyed, and then our sleeper picks. Div was supposed to be here, but he hates us, and that's fine. So he is not in this video today, but he did entrust us with a whole bunch of questions. Luigi, if you'd like, you can go ahead and give us the speed round of these questions. We're going to go around in a circle and just kind of run through all of our answers here.
Okay, so first up, going first or going second?
First. Always.
First, always. Bulgy?
I like to go first if I'm playing aggro or tempo or ramp, or second if I'm playing controller combo.
Second for me all the time. All right, next. All right, deck you trust versus deck you fear the most.
Trust Yellow Mina, fear the most, no deck in the meta, because I'm pretty sure you can beat every deck in the meta.
Okay, if you had to pick one, pick one.
If I had to pick one, probably Purple Eva right now.
Okay, fair.
Specifically Spear or Willy?
Spear.
Spear?
Makes
okay,
sense.
Yeah. Bulgy?
I think my deck I trust is always Green Saitama. Never let me down. And the deck I fear, Red Ashford. Loafy.
That's a
crazy
hidden gem.
call.
That's a hidden
my
gem.
gosh. Trip down memory lane with that one. I think my deck that I trust going into this Nats is still definitely Red Kenshin. A lot of good matchups, good early aggro, and I think the deck that I probably would fear the most, just off my playtesting, it would be something like the Red Shinji and the new Eva. It's just one of those decks where it's not that consistent, but if it high rolls you, it feels like there's nothing you could really do. So that's gonna be my pick.
Fair.
It's
Fair. The deck I trust right now would probably be Renji Rush. I still think it's a good base, solid foundation. The deck I fear is GGO. I've seen the new, and it is scary. You can have 4 impacts on board, and they don't even have impact naturally. They just got they just had 4 impacts on board. Okay. One card you never want to see across the table.
Special trigger.
I think.
Get that out of here.
special trigger. Hard to argue against that one. I think off of my recent games, it would probably be Final Trigger off the last life.
Oh yeah, yep, can relate to
That's
that.
probably the most
heavily.
devastating one you could get.
I'll just keep it personal and say Ashford Academy. Don't want to see that ever.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the yellow color trigger.
Oh, that's a
anything
good one
like
too.
that, I don't
That
want.
is a
I
very
don't
good
want to see that. Best top deck feeling or worst misplay regret.
Best top deck feeling is getting your final raid out when you know all 3 raids are dead, or all 3 other raids are dead.
My favorite top deck moment is when you're playing Purple Sojiro and you blind mill the raid. Oh, nothing feels better than that.
Damn, you got some real specific ones, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
PTSD.
Yes.
I think
That's funny.
for me, my favorite top deck moment is probably starter deck Kenshin off life. I just feel it's probably one of the most broken defensive
Ooh.
raids, and
Nice.
just seeing that on your opponent's turn, most times can win you the game. So
Absolutely.
Best top deck feeling is always a special. Anytime you draw it, you just know it's a good feeling to manage the enemy's board.
Unless you have like 4 specials in hand, then it feels terrible.
Hey man,
then you're-
I'm clearing board if that's the case. If I draw another special. Spicy tech or safe meta pick?
Always safe meta pick.
I agree. Safe
I'm a
meta
spicy
pick.
tech kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Bulgy. I think a very solid spicy tech is going to surprise a lot of people.
Thank God we're an even split, because if we leaned one other way, it could be really bad.
All right, and who's winning Nats? GG Haven or someone else?
I think
it's
there's
gonna
only
be
one
us.
correct answer.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yes.
us, and it's gonna be me
Yeah.
specifically.
Obviously. Definitely.
Oh shit!
This guy right there.
Yep. It'll be on all the viewers that are showing up to
Right
Nats
there,
to prove
right
us
there.
wrong.
Yeah,
That's true.
yep.
True.
Yep.
True.
If you disagree,
Um,
let us know in the comments.
What is your most annoying matchup?
Every mirror match ever, because I feel like mirrors in this game are terrible to play.
Dude, nail on the hammer, or hammer on the nail. Sorry, like mirror matchups are just being a red Kenshin player. Like that mirror matchup was one of the most like aggravating things you could have played.
Oh,
I agree with
repetitively.
the exception of Green Saitama because that mirror is incredibly fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I've never played a more fun mirror than that.
Yeah, I think an annoying matchup is a yellow deck that I don't like to see. It disrupts a lot of flow.
Fair.
Sleeves, matte or glossy?
Oh. All right.
I
neither.
think it's a unanimous.
I'm going matte.
Neither. Wait,
Neither. It is
wait.
non-glare sleeves only. I only will use non-glare. No
no.
matte, no glossy.
Oh, I thought
Non-glare.
this was
Wow, I haven't heard of this tech.
It is incredible tech. That
Okay.
mash feels butter.
Okay,
Okay,
I thought
I'm
we
gonna
were
have to
gonna
try
be
that.
Unanimous here.
I've been a Matt fan my whole career.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Play fast or perfect play?
Perfect play.
Or play perfect. Sorry. Play fast or play perfect.
Play perfectly every time.
Play perfect.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, not you.
Hesitation's
He's
crazy.
thinking about it. He's thinking about
The
it.
hesitation.
I'm just gonna be the odd one out and say play fast because then you can get more reps in.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fair.
The grind set mindset. I love it. Yeah, I'm also a play perfect kind of person. All right, and the hard hitting question: if you scrub out early, side events or tilt watching the finals?
Tilt watch. Tilt watch.
I go side events.
I'd rather tilt watch than tilt play a side event. That's how I look at it.
Fair.
All right, my answer. I don't scrub out, so it doesn't happen. But when it does, if it ever does,
Ah,
we're gonna go
that's
with
a 5D chess
binge watching.
answer.
Yeah, we're gonna binge watch or binge eat fast food and just depressed. You know, neither.
There you
And
go.
also, great option. Great
Okay.
option.
Great option. Yep. All right. I think that's all I've got. But before we go, can I just mention that no one talked about Green Toshi at all?
That would have been what I
No
talked
one-
about instead of Green Saitama, but I couldn't
no
pass up the
one
chance.
mentioned it. Fair.
I'm
fair,
just
fair.
a Green Toshi hater, so I wanted nothing to do with that deck.
Hey man, I am also a Green
Oh,
Toshi
man.
hater.
I think the deck is good. I think if you're not prepared against it, you should
Mhm.
play a few games against it just to see how it feels. Because people will be bringing it for sure.
Yes, with all the support that it got.
Oh,
For some
it's
reason,
so
Bleach
good
is
now.
just the most loved IP of all Bandai, so it gets the most
Of
support.
course.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only IP to have a volume 3 right now, of course.
And a premium binder.
Yeah.
They just get it
Oh,
all.
isn't
They just
there-
get it all.
Isn't there a binder in Japan for another set? Or
There,
no?
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
other binders, but this is the first that has a binder and a volume 3.
Ah, okay, I see. Fair.
Mhm.
Okay.
alrighty. Well, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you everyone for watching, for staying until the end and tuning in. Once again, make sure to like, send us some comments and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you guys at Nationals. But if not, we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
Bye bye.
See ya.